It was always about the math. The 2018 Project Maven walkout did not change Google's mind. It changed Google's math. 4,000 employees signed a petition. A dozen resigned. Google let the contract expire and rewrote its AI principles to forbid weapons and surveillance work. The tech press called it a victory for worker power. What it actually was, a company deciding that a contract worth a few $1,000,000 was not worth the internal noise. The principles were not a commitment. They were a receipt, proof of purchase for a workforce that needed to believe it worked somewhere with a conscience. In April 2026, Google signed a classified AI deal with the Pentagon, giving the Department of Defense access to its Gemini models for any lawful government purpose. More than 600 employees signed an open letter opposing it. Several resigned. Leadership signed the contract while the petition was still circulating. The receipt just landed in the paper shredder. Google did not forget what it said in 2018. The situation changed. The contract this time is worth $200 million. The broader market is worth billions. Every major competitor, OpenAI, xAI, Microsoft, Amazon, signed the same language. Anthropic refused, and the Pentagon designated it a supply chain risk and cut it off. The cost of the principle became real, and the principle left. A value that disappears the moment it costs something was never a value. It was a posture held until the bill arrived. That is the story. Not betrayal, not hypocrisy, just a company that held a position exactly as long as holding it was free. The employees understand this now. The pushback this time amounts to around 600 signatures. The researchers who spoke on record did so anonymously. They are not naive. They know the petition is not going to work this time. They are signing it anyway, which is the only move left when the institution is already decided. Google rewrote its AI principles in February 2025 to remove the passage excluding weapons and surveillance, citing global competition for AI leadership. That is the honest version of what happened in 2018, written 8 years later. The principles were always contingent. The company just stopped pretending otherwise. The employees who believed in 2018 that they had forced a values decision out of Google believed something that was never true. The company gave them what they wanted because the math supported it. When the math changed, the values changed with it. A corporation performing exactly as designed does not fail its principles. It confirms its principles were never real. The only surprise is that it took this long to confirm. 600 signatures is not a movement. It's a windshield flyer from a concerned citizen. Google will cite the safety filters in the contract. The filters allow any lawful purpose. The employees already pointed out that lawful is not a constraint. Leadership signed it anyway. The 2018 moment was not a turning point. It was a pause.